Why do I feel like this one's going to be a challenge for me? Why am I struggling so much with this? I love it. I love it for him. Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah and welcome to another Sims 4 Create a Sim video where I use only one color to create a sim, and we're doing this for all of the masculine sims and we've only got 5 colors left to choose from. Can you believe it? Only 5 more of these videos. With that being said, here is my wheel of packs. Like I've said, we've done a few already for masculine sims. We have green, pink, white, orange and brown left. Some interesting choices. So with that being said, let's spin this wheel and find out what color we're using to create a sim today. I don't have a prediction. I am tired of trying to come up with predictions. Is it going to be brown? It's going to be brown, my friends. No worries. So with that being said, now we know we're using the color brown. Let's jump into The Sims 4 and create a masculine sim using only the color brown. Alright you guys, this is the sim we're going to be starting with today. Now, firstly, we always come up with a name. His first name is going to be Brown because that is what I always do. And then I generally do word association. For the feminine sim, I did brown sugar. This guy, I'm so sorry, but brown rice is what I thought of. First thing I thought of when I thought of the color brown. I'm so sorry to this man. Anyway, we've had worse names than that on this channel, right? For an aspiration, when I think of the color brown, I don't know, maybe I could think of like animal or werewolf because I'm thinking of like brown animals. Maybe I'll go with a friend of the animals for this guy. It's something different. I'm not quite sure what else I would go with. Brown traits though. Do we have brown traits? I think I struggled with the traits for the feminine sim, but we do have some new traits since the last time I did it. So maybe glutton because we've got the brown on the meat there. And then, oh, I did cringe for the lady, I think. Oh, but hold on, we've got more. No, hates children is like an all brown teddy bear. Hate that for you, but that's just the way it is. We've got loyal. We've got the brown on the wolf for loner. We've got the brown on the coat for shady and the hat. Oh, we could even do animal enthusiast. The llama is brown. Let's do that. That makes total sense. Okay, I'm happy to go with that. Okay, very excitingly, for a brown sim, there are so many options. I have so many options. What kind of brown skin tone do I want to go with for him? I'm definitely wanting more of a neutral or even a warm colored skin tone for him. I like this one. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Not that I don't like any of the other skin tones that I've looked at. I just like this one in particular. It's giving me the warmth that I was looking for. We are gonna need to go brown for this guy. Do I want to go with like, oh, we've got so many options for brown. I'm kind of feeling this one. I feel like that is going to suit his vibe. I might even keep these eyebrows for the minute. We need to change his eye swatch to brown. Again, we've got multiple options. We've got a darker brown. That one's kind of looking a bit more yellow with the default eye overlay that I use. It's kind of got a little bit more of a hint of yellow in there. So I feel like this is a true brown. We're going to go with that. I even like his face, so I'm going to keep his face like that. Weird thing to say out of context. I like your face, but you know, it's true. I like his face. So we're gonna go with that, okay? Custom content is what I generally use for these videos because it gives me a chance to use my custom content, and I don't tend to upload these sims to the gallery to be used. So vibe for the color brown. For the feminine brown sim that I did, she was like Y2K vibes. It was really cool. Do I want to go with a similar vibe but for a masculine sim? I could see if I could maybe come up with the similar vibe for a masculine sim, right? Even like this hair is so cool. I love that. Yeah, this is the hair swatch that I was using for his eyebrows. I'm just not sure if the hair is too light or if I want to go with the darker brown. That one's interesting. That's like got highlights through it. That must be a new brown swatch that I'm not familiar with. And then we've got like the darker brown. I think I like this one with the highlights better. So let me just go over to that for the eyebrows. Yeah, I like that. That's a whole vibe. Let me just see if there's not any other hairstyles that I'm missing out on though, right? You know, I just keep coming back to this one. I really like that. I think it's cool. Okay, so let's see what we can do for an outfit for this sim, right? I would love to do a full body outfit and a top and bottoms outfit using the color brown. I am very pleased to tell you that I have gone CC shopping. I have more CC options than I have for the last few of these videos, but I still don't know what I've got in the way of full body outfits, right? I mean, we've got brown pants on this one, but aside from that, it's pretty much white, which is a shame because I think this outfit could have been really cool for him. Just if only we had more of a brown vibe for it, right? So maybe, again, we're not going to be able to do a full body outfit because aside from that, I'm seeing lots of formal outfits, which is totally fine, I suppose. Let's just have a look for tops and bottoms then, okay? Okay, so if we're going for like a Y2K or even a vintage vibe, I feel like I'm not quite sure what that looks like on a masculine sim. I was a child in that era, and I remember looking at women's fashion a lot back then, but I don't really remember looking at men's fashion a lot back then, so I don't really know what that all entails. But I mean, I feel like this is a good start, right? Is it? I feel like it could be. Hold on. I feel like this could be something, right? This is giving me something. You know what it is? It's giving me similar to the vibes that I went with for the feminine sim, and I feel like that's what I'm kind of basing it off because I don't know what the masculine fashion trends were for the Y2K era. I feel like that's what I'm basing this off, right? I don't think I like it with the tie though, but we do have the option with it without the tie, and then I think I have the option to change the shirt underneath. So let me have a look at that real quick. Yeah, I do. I have accessory tops. So for brown, we've got just like a straight brown. We've got a lighter brown. I think the lighter brown for a little bit of an accent. I like that. I think that's really interesting. For pants, I've never seen these pants before. They must be new and they're interesting. I'm not sure that they're the right vibe for this man though. I was kind of thinking like this. Because again, this with the flames, it gives me that kind of Y2K era. That was a huge thing, but we don't have like a brown, unless we're counting the flames on this pair brown, but then the rest of the pants are not brown. Or do I go with more of like a cargo vibe? But again, this is the only brown and I kind of wanted to go with a darker swatch in pants. Why do I feel like this one's gonna be a challenge for me? Oh, I mean, we've got the camo cargo pants, but I'm not sure I like the fact that they're camo. Do we have just a normal? We do have a straight brown in them though. It's I am going to struggle because they're made by different CC creators. We've got different tones of brown. We've got 3 different brown tones in here. And I was hoping that we were going to have more of a similar brown in the pants to the jacket. Why am I struggling so much with this? You guys know I love a ripped jean and I do love these jeans, but again, it's just a completely different brown. Whereas this is a similar kind of brown. It's interesting. I love the flare of the pants. I was just kind of hoping for something a little bit more interesting. Like I was kind of hoping that we could do like the flares with the flames. I can't though. I can't because that is very clearly orange, not brown. And that is very clearly orange, not brown. What about just these jeans? I don't know. See, hold on. Let me just compare my options between the pants. I was not expecting to get stuck on pants, by the way. Of all things, pants, really? Oh, and they've even got the right, they match. Yeah, no, now that I'm looking at these jeans compared to this, it has to be these ones, right? I'm going with it. I'm sad that there's not more of like a print on it, like a retro print on it, but it's just gonna have to do. I can't stay here on these pants all day, right? What do we have for custom content shoes for men? I was kind of thinking a chunky sneaker, just because we've got like wide-legged pants. We've got this bold print. It kind of feels like it needs a chunky sneaker. So I do have these ones by Trillica, who made these sneakers that are part of the game anyway and made them more platform. I kind of like that. I think I'm happy to go with that. Maybe some accessories though. Maybe we need a chain for this man. Maybe some earrings. Let's see what we've got in the color brown, right? I mean, we've got this chain. It's coming up under brown. I feel like that's a pretty solid option. It literally is tagged by the color brown. So don't hate me. I would call it more gold and yellow, I guess, but it's tagged under brown. So I'm kind of happy to go with that. Maybe we can move on now to formal wear. Okay, so I've got a few formal options apparently in the color brown. So let's just take a look. Maybe he can be super suave, right? Super suave. It's a very dark brown, and I wouldn't mind maybe a little bit of a lighter tone brown though is the only thing. Let's see what else I've got on offer. That one is a bit too formal for him, I think. And then the rest sort of aren't really as brown as I would like. So I guess maybe I thought I had lots of options. Maybe I don't. Maybe, I mean, this is a brown. We've got this like beigey kind of top. We've got the brown for the pants. I just don't know if the suspenders vibe is his vibe. I feel like he would be more of a traditional tux vibe, but is that also too formal for him? I don't think I've got brown in this one here. Hey. Did you know that 67% of you watching right now are not subscribed to my YouTube channel? If you'd like to see some fun Sims 4 gameplay, some Sims 4 Create a Sim videos, build videos, and some gameplay of The Sims past, then hit the subscribe button down below and join my wonderful community of Triceratops. But with that being said, let's get back into the video. I'm gonna go with that because I like it better than any other option I've got, right? Very suave looking. I'm just thinking of changing his hair to, there was another hairstyle that I saw before, this one by Oranos. Maybe we could change his hairstyle for his formal wear to this one. I kind of like the vibe. Let's do that. For his athletic wear though, I've got some options in here that are super relaxed. Like we've got like a tank top. The ribbed tank top gives me that very Y2K kind of vibe. We do also have it with graphics on it. The Von Dutch, oh my god, do I go with it in the Von Dutch? That is very Y2K Von Dutch, right? I feel like I have to. We do also have a pair of shorts that has some different graphics and stuff on them. I love it. I love it for him. I mean, I have to go with a matching Von Dutch set, right? I love it. Anyway, back to, maybe we can go with the same runners, the same sneakers. Oh, they're doing weird stuff for his legs. Okay, maybe not. I probably didn't notice that because he was wearing the wide legs on his everyday wear. So I'm fine to go with those shoes for his everyday wear, but I would not be fine to go with these for his athletic wear because you can see it's kind of doing something weird at the ankles here. We do also have these chunky ones made by Madeline, but I don't really like the vibe for him. So I guess I'm going to see if I can find any other sneakers. I mean, I saw these ones just before from Adventurer Weights and thought that they were a bit of a vibe. I'm happy to go with that. We do need to put some socks on. Do we have brown socks? Let's go with those ones, I reckon. So that's going to be his athletic wear done. I can't believe Von Dutch, what a vibe. Anyway, moving on to his sleepwear. Okay, we've got this like robe and boxer set that's kind of browny. That one's also kind of browny. I'm just not sure. I'm going to keep that for a second and see what I can come up with for a, maybe not even a top, but maybe just a bottoms. Do I have like a pair of boxer shorts that I would be happy to go with for him? I mean, we've got these ones by Sente, right? Does it need to be any more than that for his sleepwear? I don't think so. So I'm going to go with that, okay? For his party wear, moving right along, why do I have a feeling that I'm going to struggle with this? Although, maybe I'm not. Where is that top that I saw? This one, do I want to go with this for his party wear? Or do I want to look at some other options? Because I do have a lot of new options that I was scrolling past and went, oh, that looks cool. Oh, that looks cool. So maybe I just have a look at some other options for a second. Okay, so now that I've had a look at some of the new options, nothing I'm looking at was like screaming yes to me. So I am going to go back. We're going to go with this for his party wear, I reckon. And then maybe we can go with the same jeans that he's wearing for his everyday wear, just to bring it a little bit back to being casual. And I can go with the same runners, the same Trilica mesh edited sneakers for him. Okay, happy to go with that for his party wear. For his swimwear, again, I don't feel like I need to go with the top. It's just about bottoms. We've got some little shorts. I mean, we've got this darker brown in the board shorts. That would be totally okay. These ones would also be totally okay. Which ones do I like better? I kind of like this one. It's a little bit more warmer tone for him, and I would like to keep in with the warmer tone, so I'm going to go with that for his swimwear. Sorry that it's not more interesting than that, but that's just what it is. Hot weather wear. I straight away want to go back to having a look again at some of the tank tops that I've got. I mean, we also had this as a swatch option, and this is a swatch option in the brown. It's interesting. I'm not going to go with Von Dutch again, okay? I'm not going to do that. I also just do have like a plain coloring in this singlet, this tank top, so I feel like that would be okay to go with for him. I just don't know that there's any other tops that I feel would be appropriate for hot weather wear that are also giving me like the Y2K kind of vibe. This ribbed tank top just really does give me that vibe. Also, look at his shoulders. Man's is strong, right? He's got the strong shoulders. And then maybe we can go with the shorts. Again, the same shorts, but not in the Von Dutch swatch. So what have we got here? I can't see what that says. on the crotch. We've got like these flame looking things. I can't see what that says on the crotch, but we've got Blessed and 888 here. And then we've got the Von Dutch, and then it's these ones with some colored little things. I don't know. I kind of like this one with the 888, the Blessed 888 vibes. That gives me these crosses give me especially Y2K vibes, right? So let's go with them. I can't go with the Trillica Mesh Edit runners, so I don't think I'd want to. It's hot weather wear that I'm doing, so maybe it is just like a sandal kind of vibe. I don't know if sandals for masculine sims really give Y2K, but I don't know. Maybe these like Birkenstock looking ones? They're black. They're a different brand to what I was expecting. Or we've got these ones. I don't know if I like the Birkenstock ones actually. I mean, we've got these ones in a brown. I like that vibe better. I'm happy to go with that. Do I want to go with a cap for his hot weather wear though? Okay. I don't particularly have a history of loving the caps that we have in The Sims 4. I don't have any custom content ones, but maybe it's a backwards cap kind of vibe. It's going to clip with his hair. Of course it is going to clip with his hair. The leopard print one, which I mean, leopard print does give me very Y2K. You can't sort of see that it's clipping with his hair. I like that. I reckon we get the chain on that he had, that we did for his everyday wear as well, just to add a little bit of extra something. So let's see what we can do for cold weather wear. Now, I had this on for him before. I kind of like the vibe. I can't decide whether I would want to go with it in the white jumper or the brown jumper with the black overshirt. I think I like the white jumper better. Let me just make sure I'm not missing out on anything that could be a better vibe, right? Ooh, I kind of like the big oversized hoodie with the graphic, or even the stripes. The stripes give me kind of Y2K vibe, right? They do. And then am I gonna go with the same pants that he has worn for a majority of his outfits? I mean, I tend to do that, right? I find something and I stick with it. I just don't know if I want to go with this butterfly looking, that does give me very Y2K era, or do I go with the stripes? Let me just think about this for a second. I think I like the stripes. It just gives a little bit more dynamic to the outfit. It doesn't look so solid color, right? I like that. So I'm happy then again to go with the Trillica mesh edited shoes. Maybe we can get the chain on for this outfit as well. Cool. And do I want to do a beanie? Maybe we can see if we could do a beanie. Again, I'm not particularly known for loving the beanies that we've got in The Sims 4. It's not clipping with the hair super badly, so that's a plus, right? It would just be about finding the right beanie in the right color. We don't have a brown in this one, which is a shame because that is my favorite beanie in the game. I mean, maybe I could go custom content beanie. Do I like that though? I mean, I don't hate it. It's pretty cute with the little ears. I just don't know if it's the right vibe for him, that's all. This beanie kind of gives me the right vibe though. This one comes from Cottage Living. I was like, what is that pack? With Hanford on Bagley, Cottage Living. I kind of like that. I think that's interesting. So with that being said, I think that's brown rice all done. I'm still so sorry to this man that I called him brown rice. But look, like I said, we've had worse names in this challenge before, right? So let's go back and take a look at all of his outfits from start to finish. So here we have him in his everyday wear. What a vibe. I really like this jacket. It's super cool. I'm so glad I went CC shopping for this video. Very cool. And then for his formal wear, we've got a very suave man. He's very suave looking. I love it. For his athletic wear, we've got the Von Dutch vibes, which is super interesting. I love it. For his sleepwear, we've got just some boxer shorts, right? So some boxer briefs. Nice. For his party wear, we've got the bomber jacket with the tie. It's giving interesting. Okay, I like it. I like it for him. For his swimwear, we've got the board shorts, just a plain classic warm toned brown board shorts. For his hot weather wear, we've got the tank top, we've got the shorts, we've got the backwards cap for a bit of a vibe. And for his cold weather wear, we've got the stripy jumper, which I do love. The beanie I actually really like with this as well for him. I think it's very, very cute. But with that being said, you guys, that's all I've got for this video of creating a sim using only the color brown. We've got 4 more colors left, so if you'd like to see me do this again with a different sim or any other Sims content that I've got coming your way, then hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. Leave me a brown heart in the comments down below to let me know that you got this far in the video, you enjoyed watching Brown Rice's transformation come to to life and you would like to see me do this again with a different color for a different masculine sim. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!